Dímelo, Bo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What the is going on? I got a stunner here. I got a stunner that's not going to be a stunner for the masses, for the majority. For most of you out there, this is something you haven't heard of. You've definitely heard of Cruz Del Sur 2, but you really don't know anything about Cruz del Sur 1. This is a Xerjoff fragrance that, to me, is a masculine masterpiece. And it's unisex, but it's a masculine masterpiece. Still picking it up on my arm 8+ hours later without a problem. We've got notes of rum, leather, castoreum. Don't be afraid of that castoreum. Dried fruits, grapefruit, cumin, myrrh, bergamot, cinnamon, labdanum, and cedarwood. But since this is a tester, let's actually read what Xerjoff says it has on the back. It says head notes, rum extract, bergamot, and grapefruit. So at the top we got rum, bergamot, grapefruit. In the heart we've got cedarwood, cinnamon, and dried fruits. Again, cedarwood, cinnamon, and dried fruits. And then at the base, labdanum, myrrh, castoreum, and leather. Labdanum, myrrh, castoreum, and leather. And that is the right order. This is on the Xerjoff bottle itself. This guy is a stunner. I'm not going to spray it again. My family will be home shortly. And this is not for everybody. You know, in the air, the dry down, more appealing to more people. But at first, it might be too strong for a lot of people. But even though it's not an overbearing scent, but it almost feels like it has tuberose in it. But I know it's labdanum. The cinnamon, the myrrh, the resinous sweetness with that cinnamon doesn't really come off a lot, but you pick up a slight sweetness. The rum and the leather, I pick up as well. I really get a lot of labdanum, leather. The cedarwood, I guess, is there, but it's so well blended by Xerjoff. It is so well blended. And this is part of the Shooting Stars collection, right? Pardon if you hear the dog breathing in the background. I am nursing him back to health. He's 17 years old. So that's over 100 dog years. And we just came back from a walk outside. And he's suffering from a bout of vertigo. So, again, I apologize if you hear him panting in the back. He is okay. But yeah, he is panting in the back. Hopefully you don't hear that. But if you do, that's okay too. But guys, you don't hear anybody talking about this. And honestly, like even this morning, when I went to watch other reviews about it, everything that came up when I did Cruz del Sur 1, all the videos that subsequently popped up was about Cruz del Sur 2. What the heck's going on? Why is nobody talking about this? Is it because it's not a sweet bomb? Fragcom really has forgotten about this fragrance or never knew about it. This is a 2017 release. Chris Maurice is the nose. They describe it as a spicy leather. And this is on the Sniff app, the Demi Rawling app. That's what I use. It's what I use. It is my scent of the day. I can pick it up on my skin. And outside, when I picked up heat, when walking the dogs outside, this thing just blossomed. It just came to life. This thing just bloomed outside. You know what I mean? Because the heat just activated all of these other notes. And it still smelled creamy and sweet. And I say sweet, but it's a subdued sweetness. You know, that labdanum, that cinnamon. You'd almost feel like there's tuberose again. I say that again because I get like a tuberose feeling. But also the dried fruits, you know, a very mature sweet. Not a sweetness like today's vanillas. Nothing like the sweetness you get in something like this, right? Nothing like the sweetness you get in something like this, right? Elixir, YSL. This is nothing like any of that kind of sweetness. This is a very subdued, mature sweetness. The kind that really is for a mature palate. It is not for a faint nose. This is not for a nose that is just getting into fragrance. This is not for a nose that pulls on sweetness. You know, the sweetness that's there is very subdued. It's very based on a ambery warmth, with hints of spiciness. But I think it's well blended. You know, I don't really get the grapefruit at all. I don't really get the cumin. I know that's a note in there. Is it a note that they say? Yeah, in the mid. Cedarwood, cinnamon, dried fruits, and cumin. So that's really where you're getting the sweetness. But this guy is an absolute stunner. You're not going to hear anybody else on Fragcom talk about it, guys. You might catch one video, you might catch two. And the videos that you do see might not be in English. You know, I mean, I was not searching any particular language. I was just searching. And I'm assuming that this is going to be the one you find when you put in Cruz Del Sur 1. Because there's nothing else out there. Not really. Everything's about Cruz Del Sur 2. But guys, this is a masterpiece. It is a hidden gem. It is something that I think rivals anything in my collection. I do believe it's backup bottle worthy. I don't know that it's available in 100 ml. This is a 50 ml itself. And I thank the heavens that I gave this one a shot. You know, I saw that it had rum, dried fruits, cinnamon, castoreum, leather, myrrh, labdanum. Really, labdanum was... I was on a labdanum kick a few months ago that just... But I'm a nose that appreciates a lot. I appreciate 99% of frags. There's not any, if many, that I do not like. I don't know why. You could say that I'm a fragrance dummy, right? That I like everything. Do I like some things more than others? Yes. Do I like other things less? Yes. But I really see the beauty in all fragrance. Whether it's designer, whether it's niche, whether it's, you know, whatever. I was going to mention a content creator, but doesn't matter the creator's level or how much they're spending on the frag, guys. It doesn't matter how much you're spending on the frag. I enjoy this guy for $20 as much as I enjoy this. Now, lately, I haven't really been wearing these as much. Right? YOLO. And I haven't been buying those. I've been rounding out my collection with things that I love. With the things that I love the most. Cruz del Sur 1 is one of those. Again, do not blind buy. I don't know that you even want to sample. This is not for the faint nose. This is not for the youngster, to say it politely. This is not for the youthful person that just got into collecting frags, right? This is really for a mature nose. I'm going to wipe this bottle down. Yes, I have lotion on my hands, and I'm getting it all over the glass bottle, and you can see it. But man, guys, you talk about an absolute stunner. And again, I get a lot of a blend that on my skin and to my nose, I pick up a lot of labdanum. And I don't know what else I'm getting with that labdanum. This is not a cumin bomb. It's not a castoreum bomb. But it is mature. You know what I mean? It is dry, sweet. It is dry, mature. It is a masterpiece. For me, and my sensibility. Now, I'm a 51-year-old male, born and raised in New York City, who was used to smelling pissy staircases, shitty subway cars, homeless smells here and there. You know what I mean? I grew up in the belly of the beast, guys. You had to get used to pungent, funky, nasty smells. You know what I mean? It was just part of you walking down Fifth Avenue. It was just part of you walking down Washington Heights. You know, I'd say Washington Heights, but it could be Brooklyn, it could be Queens, it could be the Bronx, it could be wherever, right? There's a lot of places in New York City where people are pissing in the corners, where people are doing what they shouldn't do outside, where the vents from the subway system are venting a foul odor into the air, where dogs are pooping everywhere. You know what I mean? People ain't picking up after their dog half the time. Anyway, I say all that, but really, my nose is mature. I've been smelling stuff since I was 5 years old. You know what I mean? I started with a bomb of a fougere at 5 years old, spraying that on me like I had no business, actually splashing it on me like I had no business, because it was a gift. Paco Rabanne pour home, the green bottle. I was 5. It was 1980. I'm pretty sure it was more pungent than the bottle I got now. But I splashed that joker everywhere, in places that I shouldn't have, where I realized, oh, you shouldn't get alcohol down there. You shouldn't get cologne in those spots. But after I came out of the shower, I literally doused my whole body. I can't imagine what my parents were thinking, or what I was smelling like, you know, or what my sister thought. Anyway, guys, Cruz Del Sur 1, Xerjoff, a masterpiece. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Peace.